Who makes the decision growing up? What did you see? And how did that kind of play into how we run things right now?
So growing up, it was definitely different from the way that we run it now. Okay. Like for me, I expect my husband to help out. But for my mom and my dad was the provider of the family. So there was maybe a very small period of time where my mom was working at the hospital as an X-ray tech when I was smaller. But I think it's the break after. And for those who don't know, I'm the oldest of 6. And so the first 3 happened. And then I think Z came. She's number 4. And I think after that point, mom was a stay-at-home mom. Okay. And so dad was the source, right? Okay. So our family was just on one income for the last 3, right? And so fast forward to now, mom's working as a teacher, but the most of my like memories, mom was a stay-at-home mom.
So your mom runs the day-to-day activities.
Yeah, so mom runs the house. She knows the day-to-day details and makes sure those things run smoothly, sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
And dad provides the source. He provides the source. And the other, I would say, add-on that dad brought was making sure that we were active as a family. So the working out as a family, making sure that was dynamic. Dad did that. Sure.
Okay, I see. No, it's different in my case. In my case, is both my dad and my mom, they're both working class. They both go out, go make a living. One thing that I never caught on though is I don't know how they did their family finances, which is interesting. It would be a conversation that I want to have with my dad, but I am also about a decent percent sure that my dad runs the family with his own money. I want to know what my mom does with her money. I legit think that's what happens.
Yeah?
Yes. And I think I know why. But I confirm that. I don't know why, but I have memories that help me confirm that in my head.
So for the majority of your childhood, both parents were working?
Yeah, there was never a point in time that my mom wasn't working. Yeah. I mean, she worked for the state government. So they get a decent amount of leave because when my younger brother was born, even though I was still very young, I know when he was born, but I also know when my mom went back to work and such. So they were both working. So there wasn't a traditional somebody stay at home and somebody bring in the paycheck. But despite that, though, I think there are instances where my mom still probably did more, despite the fact that they were both working.
Okay.
Yeah, because the day-to-day running of the house is really dependent on my mom, which is interesting. Think of making the food, making sure that we're fed. We're not a very active family. Nobody cares.
What about the scheduling of the tutors? Like that stuff. Was that your dad or your mom?
And it's on my mom. My mom is also much more social than my dad.
Okay.
What that means is that my dad can have the idea of what we want to do, how we're going to do it. But my mom is the executioner of the family. Executioner sounds like she kills people. She executes the
plans.
idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, is it executioner the word that sends people to die?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not that. Okay. She brings the idea to life.
That's prosecute.
No, prosecute is when you take somebody to a court of law and then you...
Okay, I guess.
Executioner is somebody that pulls the stool from your... Somebody that kills... Okay. Execute the guy. But she executes the idea. She makes it come to life, right? So my dad would say, these kids need tutoring. Or let's get a tutor for this kid. My mom knows who can get us somebody and vet that person, and the person will come and teach us and things like that.
Yeah.
So the day-to-day running of the house is really heavily dependent on my mom. That's interesting. The framework is my dad's project.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The schema of this is where we're gonna build our house. This is where we're gonna build our house. This is
so your dad made the decisions, but your mom executes.
My mom executes the decisions. Yes.
Okay.
So 100%. That's how it works. So how does it work on your hand?
I think my mom.
Okay.
I think mom would say, this is what we're going to do. And on the back end, dad. So like mom will announce the plan, and on the back end, dad will say yay or nay.
Agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the plan becomes public,
Yes.
he has decided if they will move forward with it or not.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say your dad strikes me as somebody that doesn't want to be stressed. So he
Yeah.
hears the plan, is like, well, it doesn't hurt us in any way. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, this is another question too, because something that my mom definitely led was prayer in the family.
Okay. That's my dad.
That's your dad?
Yeah, that's my
So
dad.
that was my mom in our house.
No, that's my dad.
So we woke up at 5 a.m. Mom was like waking us up, started that whole thing.
You've met my dad. That's not far-fetched.
Yeah.
That's my dad. He's like he is in the traditional sense of it, is the head of the household. And that the way he took that role involves making sure that we're provided for, making sure there's a roof over our head, making sure that we're covered spiritually, and all of those things. Yes. So he did that's that part. And I think most of the heavy decisions were made by my dad.
He didn't do it for veto power.
So he didn't do it for veto power. It wasn't because he was like, oh, I'm the power in this house.
Yeah.
It was more of a trust dynamics where my mom was 100% okay for him to make the decision for us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she was fine she was okay with it. She's not, because I think that's another level of trust that you have to have in your partner, where you're fine. She doesn't question the decision. And I think my dad didn't abuse that privilege. He was, very stand-up guy. Every person who comes to my dad for advice, a very intelligent guy, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah.
The question I was thinking about was, at any point, did you see the power dynamic in your family evolve or change between your mom and dad? So like you said, your dad led your house spiritually. Was there a point where that changed, or, roles changed in any way?
Yeah, 100%. I think it changed, but not the framework persisted. It was just, there are different points in life where, say, my mom became probably more spiritual than my dad. I don't know how to explain that, but I think it was a phase where my dad was probably questioning a lot of things, and he was just chill about it. And at that point, you can tell that my mom became more like, oh, we need to pray. My dad's like, oh, sure, you lead the prayer. Something like that. But again, the functional framework, right, still persisted, where my dad is, and then one other thing.
Wow.
Like I said, my mom is much more social than my dad. So what that means is that when they were building, I was aware when they were building our house. So my dad would write all the list of things that we need to do and the estimated price and all of those things. And my mom will collect that list and divide the price into half and say, this is how much we're paying you. And you walk. So anyway, that's a cool aspect.
Yeah.
And my dad let that happen because he knows that that's her strength. She's able to sort of bully. No, I don't think it's even more bullying. Because so something like that.
Your mom has negotiating skills.
All African women does, actually.
Yeah, I would say for me too, I've definitely seen it evolve in my parents. Like spiritually, my mom was leading, and it felt like my dad needed to grow in the area. And now you can definitely see a difference in my dad spiritually throughout the years, which is really cool and nice to see. So it doesn't feel so much as dad just like, all right,
I'm just gonna follow along.
Yeah. But now he's grown, and there's a tangible and visual difference, which is really, really cool. And then also mommy's working. So that also plays a part too. But as far as doing the finances and like calculating, that was mom.
Oh, okay. So I think it's kind of flipped in my case. My mom doesn't even care about the numbers. My dad just needs to make it work. Yeah. But the question that I wanted to ask my mom is this: where do you keep your money?
Oh,
I really want to know. I swear to God. Okay,
because it seemed like she was only like divvying out dad's money.
Yes, it was. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe you don't know.